Hello, everyone. This is Stephanie, your CSA coach, and hopefully this is working this time. So if anyone is catching me live, all right, I think that worked. If anyone catching me live, if you can comment and let me know if you can hear me. I couldn't figure out, so this is take 2 of our week 9 live. For some reason, the original live at 3 did not record any voice. So I have to do it again. So rather than go on my phone, we're doing this from the computer just because I don't know if the microphone on my phone is not working. So if you guys could let me know if you can hear me, that would be awesome. Okay, 2 quick announcements. So week 9 of our CSA shares for the 2024 season. There are Kirby cucumbers for sale. If you would like them, all you need to do is let Trisha know at pickup or the girls at pickup. And then our live for next week will not take place on Tuesday at 3, but will take place on Thursday at 3. I'm actually leaving tonight for vacation, and I will not be home until late Tuesday night. So we're just kind of flip-flopping and making the live next Thursday. Okay, jumping right into this week's share, and bear with me because I already prepped some stuff for dinner. So things are chopped and used a little bit, but we have everything in front of us. So first thing is kale. Kale is stored in a Debbie Meyer green bag or a Ziploc bag. Kale can be eaten raw or it can be cooked. You can simply saute it. So use our simple sauteed greens recipe. You can make a massaged kale salad. You can just eat it raw. You can throw it into smoothies. You can make green cubes. So use our PDF to make green cubes. You can freeze it also to preserve it and then saute it later or throw it into soups and stuff like that. So kale. Lots of recipes on our blog. I know there's the kale Caesar salad, kale ranch chips, the sauteed greens, kale pesto. So all of those are ideas for the kale. We have a nice head of romaine lettuce. So this is stored in the fridge in a Debbie Meyer green bag or in a Ziploc bag. I use my Debbie Meyer green bags because they're bigger, so they fit it a little bit better and don't crunch it up. This is delicious, used as a base for salads, or you can shred it and use it on top of tacos, or just use the leaves as a vessel. Add it to sandwiches, add it to burgers, things like that. We have tomatillos. Tomatillos have a husk on them, so do not remove the husk until you're ready to use them. Leave them just like this. You can either store them on the counter or store them in the fridge. Once you're ready to use them, you rinse them off, remove the husks, and generally they're either roasted or grilled. And they can be used for green salsas, different green sauces, really good paired with any sort of Mexican dish. We got to pick our first round of shishito peppers, 1 in 5, 10, 15, something like that, is a little bit spicy. So beware of that. But otherwise, they're generally just a light pepper. They're great in stir fries. They're great sauteed. They're great grilled. There's a bunch of recipes on the blog. I think I also have a recipe for pickled shishitos. I know I have grilled shishitos. I love just blistering them. So nice hot frying pan and throwing them in like that. And that's how we generally eat them, just as a side. But these would be a great addition to a stir fry. We also have summer squash, so a variety of different summer squash stored in the fridge in the crisper drawer. This can be served raw. It can be grilled. It can be roasted. It can be added to a stir fry. You can shred it and add it to baked goods. I often, if I have too much and I'm not using it throughout the week, I will shred them, measure them into 2-cup increments and throw them in Ziploc bags and throw them in the freezer. I love to add zucchini or any other summer squash to my chilies in the winter and also to baked goods. So it's just a way to preserve it. We have eggplant. Eggplant you want to keep dry, so wrap it in either a paper towel or a dishcloth, throw it into the fridge. Eggplant can be grilled, it can be roasted. There's an eggplant dip on the blog, but it's delicious. Fried, baked, roasted, grilled, just about anything. Again, a great addition to a sheet pan meal or just a sheet pan full of roasted veggies. We have torpedo onions. The entire thing is usable. So you want to throw it into a Debbie Meyer green bag, throw it into your fridge. They're not cured, so they have to be refrigerated and used within the next week or two. The bottom is just like a regular onion bulb, obviously just longer, so you might want to use 2 if a recipe calls for a medium-sized onion or a larger onion. The tops are more like a scallion, so chop them up, throw them into salads, throw them into dressings, things like that. Or just use these on the grill. You can grill them, use them in your stir fries, use them in your sheet pan meals. We have a different variety of new potatoes. So these are uncured fingerling potatoes stored in the fridge. You can store them in a bowl, you can store them in a bag, whatever works for you. Used in place of any sort of potato. So usually potato recipes, you can kind of interchange the different potatoes that you use. The difference with these is that we need to store them in the fridge because they're not cured. There will be a potato recipe coming up and also a recipe that showcases tomatillos. Our tomatoes. So we have reds, and this is an heirloom. These are stored on the counter. Love tomatoes just sliced up. So I ate 3 of them, I think, or at least 2 of them for lunch when I got home with my CSA share. I just like to drizzle or sprinkle a little bit of sea salt and eat them just like that. They're full of flavor. Can be used, you can cook them down and make a sauce. The more you cook them down, the thicker your sauce will be. So you can make more of like a puree or a thicker pizza sauce. You can freeze them if you have a lot of them. Just wash them. I usually like to take out the centers and freeze them like that and then throw them in a bag. You can make a big tomato salad. So they would pair really well with the torpedo onions. So slice these up, slice up your torpedo onions, kind of mix it up with a little bit of oil and vinegar, and you have a simple tomato salad. Great on burgers, great on sandwiches, great just as a simple side. All right, now to the things that I've already cut up. So we have our green peppers. I already sliced them, cleaned them up, and have them ready for dinner, but they are generally stored in your crisper drawer in the fridge. Great, obviously, as a side, just like this, raw. You can add them to your salads. You can add them to your stir fries. You can add them to your grill meals. Another great idea would be to go to those grill packets. There's a recipe that has grill packets, which is a bunch of different vegetables that we have now. And you can make like a roasted grill packet of different vegetables. So that's another option also. Sheet pan meals. I love these green peppers raw because they have such a nice flavor. So that's why we're just having them as a side raw. Cucumbers, same thing. I rinsed them off, sliced them up. I love to leave the skin on. And then I'm just serving them as a side, just like this. But these are stored in the fridge, whole, unsliced, in your crisper drawer. They're great for pickles. They're great as a topping for salads or simply as a side. And then finally, our melon, our cute little melon, I think it's called a sugar cube cantaloupe. I sliced it up so it was ready to share. Super yummy, super sweet, stored in the fridge until you're ready to use it, then slice it. It won't last long. It's so yummy. I smelled this the whole ride home today. So it was whole right from the farm, and that's all I could smell the whole ride home. So I think that's it. I apologize if I missed anything. I had everything put away. Um, and I apologize for my original live not having any audio. I'm hoping, I still have no comments, so I'm hoping this one is working. We'll try to once I get it posted. Reminder that next week, Tuesday's live will actually take place on Thursday at 3, and I will see everyone then. Any questions, please make sure you tag me. I won't be on social media much, and I won't be on my phone much because we'll be away, but if you tag me, I will be able to see it. Thank you, Meredith. I'm glad the voice is working this time. All right, so thank you. I will see you guys all again next week.